Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today we're going to be doing Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is our Halloween show. We're going to be talking about Charlie Brown, everything that's Halloween. And we're going to be talking about the debacle called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're going to be discussing the nominations and that I started my own Hall of Fame, so we're going to discuss that. Agreed. And we're going to talk about everyone who's in and everyone who's getting out.
So go out?
Of my Hall of Fame, yes. Okay. So a lot to talk to. I have my guests, Michael and Mike and Cha-Cha. So we're going to start the show off with a long-distance dedication to Janet Weiss. And we're going to play Time Warp off of this album, The Great Rocky Horror. And we're going to go right into Ballroom Blitz, and we'll be right back. So now I want to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because the nominations were announced today. And some people, even the people who weren't even nominated, were announced today. So I want to run through it, and we're all going to vote today about the official Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and who's going to be in it. Because here's the nominations, and you can only pick 5 of these. That's the rule. So that's where it gets hard. So
one of them I totally agree with this year.
All right, so you ready? Janet Jackson, number 1. No, she's not allowed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's allowed in the Wardrobe Malfunction Hall of Fame, maybe, but not.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that Hillary Clinton had a wardrobe malfunction too?
Really?
12 people were injured. And one person lost an eye, and a guy said he was in Vietnam, and that it was worse. Yes, this thing was worse. This malfunction was worse. That someone described it as, you know, when you hit the dough on the side of the thing, and it pops out of the can like that. It made that same noise, and Spanx were going everywhere. It was a mess. But anyway, I digress from the whole thing.
Like drippy pancake batter.
Anyway, so then the next band is Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm voting yes for them.
I would say yes for yes.
But now this thing is that when you get through the other people, you don't know. So you might want to take notes and keep your own chart going here. But the next band is The Cars.
Yes.
I'm voting for The Cars.
It's a definite yes.
Next band, absolutely, I'm voting for them. MC5.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You have to vote.
It took this long for the MC5 to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And then the next band is Pearl Jam,
yes.
who I'm definitely voting for.
Yes.
No,
You're against
not
Pearl
yet.
Jam?
I'm not against Pearl Jam as a band, but it's a little early to be having. Wait, it took this long for MC5 to get in there. Pearl Jam.
Well, see, that's what I kind of agree with that too, because you get. As soon as you're eligible after 20 years after like your first album came out, something like that, right? So, I kind of agree with that if someone is in their first year and then someone's in their like 10th year, I would vote for the person in the 10th year before the first year.
There's like 10 punk rock bands that still aren't in the Hall of Fame.
That's why when I start my own Hall of Fame, they're all going in there.
Yeah.
So now here's a bunch. I got 4 right off the top, those 4. Now I got to pick my next one more out of the rest of these. Listen to it. Jane's Addiction, Bad Brains, Chaka Khan, Depeche Mode, Steppenwolf, Joan Baez, Tupac, Chic, ELO, Jay Giles, Joe Tex, Journey, Kraftwerk, and The Zombies. So now you see, it gets a little complicated right there. And did you know, Bon Jovi wasn't even nominated. They were eligible, but they weren't even nominated.
Wow.
And I say yes.
I say thumbs up.
See now, my criteria for getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has...
You got to be good.
The first thing is good, but commercial sales is the lowest thing. That, you don't even have to have 100 albums, but the influence of that one album. Take, for example, Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bollocks. One album, but the Sex Pistols are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. First shot, no question. And, it's just...
they defined a genre to a certain degree, whereas I can't say John Bon Jovi does that.
No.
It's like...
And that, I don't understand why boys like Bon Jovi. Do you like Bon Jovi? I know lots of girls that like Bon Jovi.
I know guys that are a little older than me because of going to those shows with their girlfriends. That's why they like Bon Jovi. I think it's nostalgia.
Well,
it's sort of like you with David Cassidy.
Now he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's going into
talk bad about David.
And the Monkeys aren't in the Hall of Fame.
They're not, and there's a big function. There's a big movement to get the Monkeys in and stuff. And Jethro Tull's not in.
That's
People are writing about that as well.
Yeah.
So
right.
Yes. So I'm going to say for this round, yes, Cars, MC5, and Pearl Jam. So now I got to pick one more. out of all of these, I don't
Chaka
know who it should be.
Khan, of
Definitely not
course.
Chaka Khan.
Ooh,
She had like
you
one good
are
song.
very hurtful.
Chaka Khan's out, and she's not going in the Madhouse
If
Hall
I
of
had
Fame.
to,
Joan Baez?
the one that covers
Maybe.
all bases here, I would say, even though it is a little commercial, I would say Journey.
Well, see, I was thinking about that too, but I don't know.
Even though
That's-
even though I'm more of a Depeche Mode Jane's Addiction guy, but I have to say Journey
Yeah.
appeals to
I
everybody.
love
Yeah, I'm
Depeche
kind of
Mode.
thinking.
What do you
See,
think? Who do you vote for?
Journey. I see what you're.
Yeah.
I see your point.
did you know that Steve Perry's not even in Journey anymore, and
know.
they're still touring, and they got a Chinese
The
guy
Thai
to
guy.
replace him?
Yeah, some guy from Thailand.
He said when I heard it, he was like, "Don't stop believing." Is that wrong to say? So anyway,
He's, like, spot
I don't
on,
know.
though.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Journey's really good.
They
think
discovered
Asian
him
is the
because he was singing karaoke somewhere and someone made a video of it and they saw it online, and so they're like, no way, this can't be for real, and they got in contact with the guy and sure enough became the next lead singer of the band.
All right, so we're going to have to come to a conclusion here because Kraftwerk is out because,
know
especially
who
in
they
my
are.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I won't allow Germans in my Rock and Roll Hall of Fame either. So they're out.
Wait a
Only
minute.
Americans and British. Maybe Canadians, but that's it.
What about the Scorpions?
Definitely not. All right, so that's it. That's our pick here on Live from Dennis's House. We got Yes, Cars, MC5, Pearl Jam, and Journey. So like I said, now I'm starting a Madhouse Magazine Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we're going to put bands in there like the Dead Boys, the Damned, and
The Germs.
Dead Kennedys. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're not
Circle
in there.
Jerks,
Circle
Fugazi,
Jerks, yes. I can't believe Bad Brains was nominated and the rest of them weren't.
I just can't believe Bad Brains isn't in yet. It's like they're real influential, especially
Right.
for like black musicians of that time to do like punk rock. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
I wish I knew who they were.
It's a hardcore punk band.
okay.
Yeah.
And
From DC.
and like bands that are in the real Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that I'm taking out, like I mentioned, is bands like ABBA.
Are you making
Oh,
words?
ABBA,
Stop.
ABBA's going out.
How'd they
You don't
get
like
in?
Fernando? What is wrong with you? Love that
Dancing
stuff.
Queen was good. Know what they called you in high school?
Oh, stop. Jeez.
Wow, all right.
Don't tell
We're breaking
everybody.
all the
Oh,
rules.
this is getting
Edit that out, Nick.
We went political, right?
So yeah, so like I said, in the Madhouse magazine, we're gonna start that up, and we're gonna vote, and we're gonna take people out, and we're gonna have a big page for it on the website.
Nice.
So start writing in your choices.
Have I
I'm down.
told you how much I love Madhouse Magazine?
The
Madhouse
articles are
Magazine makes me laugh so hard at work. That
Are you
I had
familiar
to
with
tell my
Madhouse
boss
Magazine, Mike?
about it.
Oh, I'll send him the link.
Well, Madhouse Magazine is the funniest magazine. It's
If you
the
do
world's
say so
only
yourself.
rock and roll comedy magazine in the world. And it has hysterical pictures
hysterical.
along with real concert reviews and real celebrity interviews.
Pretty
and,
funny.
It's not just pretty funny, it's
It's-
hysterical.
It's hysterical.
I laugh hysterically.
All right, so now we're going to take a quick break now. Are we done with the Hall of Fame discussion? Does anybody have anything they want to add?
Is
That-
there a point to the adding
That it's all commercial and bogus.
Yeah, right. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's really the guy who owns Rolling Stone,
Yeah,
Jan
exactly.
Hammer,
Yeah.
and he just picks. Just like I own Madhouse
what,
Magazine.
what is
so I
Jan
vote.
Hammer also known for? The
I-
Miami Vice soundtrack.
I made a mistake.
I caught it though.
It's Jan Winner
John Winter.
that owns Rolling Stone. Jan
And-
Hammer was a musician.
Yeah, and well, John Winter, he used to be the original. He's the first editor for Rolling Stone too, wasn't he?
Yeah, and so then he went on
Jan-
to fame and
Jan
fortune.
Hammer.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Good thing you caught that. Yeah, people would be ridiculing me, sending in nasty letters. Hey, welcome back live from Dennis's house, and now we're going to be talking about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. One of the greatest. How would you describe this movie? Is it a horror movie, a sci-fi movie, a musical, or all the above?
All the above.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it stars Tim Curry as
Yes,
Dr.
it
Frank
does.
Enfurter. And I think that he should have won Best Actress and Best Actor that
Yes.
year.
All at the same
He
time.
was so good in this movie that I couldn't imagine anyone else in there.
And the best
That's why
I'm not looking
entrance
forward to
into a scene
Yeah.
ever.
Yes,
And he-
that
absolutely.
that when he makes his first entrance and they're playing
entrance.
Sweet Transvestite,
Crazy
it's
good.
kind of like not Gone with the Wind, Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
When it turns to color,
Yeah.
they
Burlesque.
they said they wanted to originally do that, but they didn't have the technology to do
If
it.
Dorothy was a dominatrix, it would be exactly like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I'm not really
it's a
sure.
whole new
After,
movie then,
even though
right?
I've seen it like 100 times, I'm still not sure what the plot's about.
I
there
do.
a plot?
There
He
is
makes
kind of a
man.
loose
Yeah, go
plot.
ahead. Tell us
Okay.
how you see this.
Okay. Background of the story is this couple. They just fall in love. They decide they're going to get married, but then they break down on the side of the road.
Who are they?
They're Susan Sarandon and I forget the other gentleman's
Barry
name.
Bostwick.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
play Brad Majors and Janet Weiss.
Weiss. Okay, so Brad and Janet, they end up breaking down. They see this big mansion, this creepy house, and they decide, we're going to go see what's going on there. Well, this guy opens the door. He's the butler. He opens the door, and there's all these cuckoo people there, but they're all from Transylvania.
Right, the transsexual Transylvania.
They're all, yeah, but what you don't know is that Transylvania is actually a planet outside of the Milky Way galaxy.
Right.
So everybody there is an alien, including the host, which is Dr. Frankenfurter.
Right, right.
So this is just basically them trying to get Dr. Frank to back to the planet of Transylvania, and that's why Riff Raff and Magenta are trying to plot behind their backs.
Right.
So that's the loose plot.
Yes, very well said. Very good. And at
But they were lured there.
Yes.
They didn't just come there. They were lured.
by who?
She's so
by-
serious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
well-
They were Lord.
They were, because that's the thriller part of the movie. Because in the beginning, when they go to their friend's wedding, if you remember, the whole gang is at the church.
Oh.
Actually,
Ooh,
Frank
wow,
and-
this is
yeah.
groundbreaking conversation.
Oh my
I didn't even know
God,
this.
Are you kidding me?
I'm busy throwing toast when I watch it. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
That's in my house, too. She gets so mad. House is a mess after
All right,
that.
well,
Oh,
I'm
tell me.
and he's
to
building a
Jenny's
man
butt.
down in his basement.
Right, right.
That's the premise.
But now,
That's
let's get
making
back to this.
himself a man.
What are they doing at the wedding, and who lured them, and what's this all about?
Well, because they were prodigies of this guy in the wheelchair.
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Scott.
Yeah, Dr.
Exactly.
Scott.
Brad works for Dr. Scott.
Right.
Yes.
Ah.
So
And Dr. Scott knows who the Transylvanians are.
Right. What is
Right.
And
his
they-
connection with them?
he does the dance.
He's just a scientist.
I don't know. See, I told you this movie really doesn't have that much of a plot, but it's a great movie.
It's good that we picked something he knows a ton about.
And it has great songs.
Actually, it is. It's one great song after one.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
One song after
So now
another.
Richard O'Brien wrote all the songs and the screenplay and everything for this, and he plays Riff Raff.
Right.
And it started out as a play in London, and it got such great reviews and everything, so they took it to L.A. and it played at the Roxy for a while, and they brought a lot of the cast, and of course, that it became the toast of the town in L.A. and everyone went to see it. They had what was Meatloaf's name? Eddie. And Meatloaf played Eddie. And had Tim Curry playing Frankenfurter and all these people, and it was the toast of the town. Like everyone went to see it. I saw an interview with Meatloaf. He was saying Elvis came and they hung out with Elvis after the show, and Keith Moon was there bringing champagne
Every
all the
LA rock
time.
star.
Yeah, Raquel Welch, Carole King, all these people were coming there. So then they decided to make it into a movie, and they got all the people from the play and
so it
turned
didn't
into a
start
movie.
in New York?
But
No.
then they
Like-
brought it to Broadway.
Yeah.
And after they brought it to Broadway, it kind of tanked after that. So it
Okay.
had a very short run. So they figured, oh, okay, this is over. So then a little while after that, they contacted them to make the movie. And they said, oh, okay, let's just get everybody who was on in the original show. So that's why it literally is the whole original cast, like including Meatloaf. This is before he even became Meatloaf.
Yeah.
So then, right after that, after
He
they
was
made
sausage at
they
that
made the
time.
movie, and it really didn't do that well in the movie theater initially.
Oh, absolutely. It
Yeah.
flopped, they said. I was surprised to learn that they spent over $1 million budget. I thought it was
That's
made
a
for
small
like
budget,
$500,
No, but $1 million is really nothing.
$500.
Back then it was for that.
No, not for that
movie.
type of a production. No.
Well,
But
so-
you figure Night of the Living Dead only cost like that much.
Right.
And that was, just as basic as you possibly could be.
And then, like you said, the movie flopped, so then it didn't come to huge success until it started playing in the midnight theaters.
Midnight movies.
And then it became
yeah.
a cult classic,
Wow.
and then people got involved, and like I said, throwing toilet paper, talking to the screen, and it became a way of
Acting
life.
out.
Dressed
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the characters.
Right, you get dressed up like
Yeah.
the characters, and you go down there, and that's it. And it became,
Friday night.
and it's
Yeah.
people spent their whole lives
Village
doing
Cinema
that.
used
Yeah,
to do it. I
right.
used to go there all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
People would just, that's it. That's what they
it.
do every weekend. They go see Rocky Horror. And it's a cult classic, still playing to this day.
I love it.
Somewhere, and at
Every
Halloween now
Halloween.
they show it.
Yeah.
And
they're
I would like to see
remaking
again.
it. They're
Oh yeah, let's
doing a
talk about that.
remake.
Yeah.
They did a London performance about a year or two ago, which was really decent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But now they're doing that new one for ABC, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when is that going to be
On the 20th, I believe.
Next week,
This
yeah.
month.
Wow.
Oh, wait. This
So-
week.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, it's-
I think
yeah.
well, then
Did I
there you go.
hear that
I might have missed it.
the actual transgender person who was in Orange Is the New Black
Yes.
playing Rocky Horror?
Yeah,
See that? No,
Loretta?
playing Frankfurter. But
Right,
that's
right,
what
that's what I mean.
That's what bothers me though, because it's like I'm not sweet transgendered. I'm sweet transvestite.
Right.
That's just the guy who dresses in his
Right,
clothes.
right.
So
Right.
it's a little confusing for me.
Yeah.
And
Can this
and
person
the children.
Yeah, and Adam Lambert is in it.
No, but
and
can-
so is Tim Curry. Tim Curry is playing the doctor.
Oh,
Yes, he plays
okay, in the
Dr.
wheelchair.
Wheelchair,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, but can Laverne sing?
We'll find out.
Yeah. Well,
don't really
no one's.
know.
That's some big shoes.
Tim
Got the
Curry?
voice down as far as the
Yeah.
inflection with the Rocky and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Totally
But
got
Tim
that.
Curry's voice was awesome. I loved his voice.
Forget it.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't have a much bigger singing career after that. You know, he had that one hit song, "I Do the Rock,"
Right.
which was really good. But,
Ah.
I just loved his voice. I thought he would go
Well,
on to
he-
huge fame and
that
fortune.
movie was, it was
Oh, he just even as an actor, he's such a great actor, but he's
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
won any
yeah.
awards because it's always like character roles and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
So that's it, man.
Oh,
So
Rocky.
yeah, anybody else in this? So yeah,
But isn't it nice?
and the songs are just so good. All right, so we'll talk about our favorite songs on this later on as well as we
Okay.
smell the album. But I think unless you have any more Rocky Horror stuff to discuss, Mike, would you like to interject?
I've seen the movie once. Okay. It's a great, great movie, but I've always wanted to go to the theaters and do the whole
Experience.
There you go.
and everything
Yeah.
like that.
Maybe
In fact,
Mike-
I think this Halloween I'm gonna go.
Oh, really?
Wow,
Yeah.
Okay,
Where's
good.
it playing?
In the
gonna find it
Algonquin
somewhere?
No,
Theater's doing
sure.
it.
Oh, really?
actually.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think in like a week or two.
Maybe Mike will break out his corset and go with you,
I think
Michael.
so.
There we go.
So,
Michael.
yes.
No.
So that's Mike. I'm Michael. Right.
Yeah,
Which
you
one?
got
We have to have a
Which one
distinction.
He's
is it?
Michael. You're
I'm
Mike.
Michael. You're Mike.
Okay.
He's Michael Macchioli.
That's right.
So there you go. We're gonna smell the album. We're gonna name our favorite song off of this album, or you can just name your favorite Halloween song or your favorite Halloween show. You got any other Halloween movies that you like
I'm
to
a
watch
horror
at this
movie
time?
freak. I watch all of them.
What about the Charlie Brown special?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
that's
that's
one of my
great.
favorites. It's on right now
So good.
upstairs.
I'm
Yes.
taping it.
You know, did you ever think about this?
The Great
That this
Pumpkin.
poor
Great
kid,
Pumpkin.
this poor
Yeah.
kid was tormented so much that
Yes.
if that was going on today, he'd be suing the school
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody. That
parents
even
sued-
parents were making
yeah.
fun of him, and all the kids wouldn't invite him to parties. They're calling him blockhead. Lucy pulls the football away from him. He almost
Every
breaks his back.
time.
Lucy would be thrown out of school for bullying.
Yep.
That
She's like the meanest older sister of all time.
she's not even the sister.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Linus'
she's
sister.
Linus'
Oh, she's
sister.
Linus's, yeah, but yeah, she's a jerk. That
And
Lucy.
the kids, and he gets
Did you know
rocks for Halloween.
that Lucy went on to become a senator later on in life.
Hillary?
Yes, that was actually Hillary when she was a little kid.
She was a brunette then.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's smell the album.
Okay.
And Mike, you're in for a treat. This one
Which-
doesn't stink
what's
that
your
bad,
favorite
but
song?
my favorite song off of here is "Sweet Transvestite" for sure.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
pretty
go with
solid.
touch me.
That was a good one too.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah. It doesn't really.
No, it does not. But there's nothing
Give him a
like
stinky
new
one,
album.
Nick.
Give him a stinky album.
There's nothing like a new album smell.
That one on top is the stinky
Oh,
one
there's
for.
nothing like an old.
Even though I love Sweet Transvestite, I'm going to say, don't
which
dream
one's
it.
that one?
That's a
B.
good one.
Oh, I
Yes, here
think
you go.
this
Smell
one-
that
oh,
one, Mike,
this
for
one.
your first album. He's gonna open it up.
Oh,
right
that's a
there.
nice funky one.
That's.
Ah,
Yes.
look at that. Look.
I
Okay.
want to listen to it now.
Ready one?
Brady Bunch. Meet the Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch Halloween.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So, all right. So let's talk to Mike a little bit while we're here. That we haven't. So Mike, I just learned, is in a Doors cover band or tribute band. How do you like to call it?
Tribute.
There
to
you
the
go.
Doors.
So tell us about this band, Mike.
Well, we're called Light My Fire. We're from New Jersey. We've been around for, I'd say, a little over 5 years. Robbie Krieger, the guitar player of the Doors, actually chose our own keyboard player to play a couple dates with him in New York. So that was a real treat. And I went to go support Ryan, as we were all proud of him. And Robbie asked me to go on stage to sing a song in Long Island, Roadhouse Blues, a big theater, Suffolk Theater, I believe it was.
Oh, was that Paramount maybe?
No, up in Long Island.
Yeah.
It was a Suffolk Theater out in Riverhead.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's out
it was
there.
quite a ride. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
right. I would go that far for that.
Yeah.
That must have been awesome.
It was great. And then
pretty cool.
Robbie asked me to come back the next night. They were playing the Highland Ballroom in Manhattan. So I did
Wow.
I did Soul Kitchen with them. And
Oh,
again, you
man.
can catch the stuff on YouTube. There's people filming it, and there was links, and there was actually a magazine article written about us, and the experience
that's
is
big
great.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
So you think you can kind of get Robbie Krieger to come on with you next time and do a little song?
Sure. I'll see what I can
Call him
strings
up.
I could pull.
Can we call him on the phone right now? What's his number?
Yeah,
He
that'd
has
be
his number.
good.
I did.
Put
Put him on the spot.
Now?
Yeah, right. So
Hey, Robbie,
and you're going to be performing. You said at the Stone Pony.
that?
You want to do
Hello.
an interview real quick?
Bring it down. The host is
Just
talking.
talk.
Mike, we always get in trouble when you're here.
Yeah, Dennis, that's correct. Yeah, we're
He's
playing this.
performing. You're interrupting while the guy's giving his shows here.
Sorry.
Hey, this is fun. I'm loving this show here.
So when are you performing at the Stone Pony in New Jersey?
We'll be there December 10th, Saturday night at the Stone Pony.
Let's write that down.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
There might be another guest appearance that night as well.
You?
Possibly.
Or Robbie Krieger, or both. Wow. And I'm free that night. My band was supposed to play, but we had to cancel because the bass player had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So
You
we
know
may
that
be able to go.
already?
Yeah, because I know every gig we have to cancel.
Oh,
Because I write it down in my book for when I go postal. So, all right. So that is good stuff there. So
Yeah,
now,
that is good
I'm going to do some news before we wrap this up. How about that? And since I'm unprepared and I'm sick, I got to read it right
really?
off of.
I'm
Yes.
shocked.
That, I got a bad start today, and I have 111 fever, and I still showed up.
Let's see what Google News has to say.
111.
Yes.
111.
I love that. The Iggy Pop article.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Iggy Pop article in honor of Mike.
Nice.
So, but we're going to do the news now. All the news not fit for print. Right out of the annals of Madhouse magazine, which we mentioned before.
Yes.
You know how painful that is, right? So, this is shocking news that Iggy Pop was refused service at a 7-Eleven. In Muskegon, Michigan, rock star Iggy Pop was refused service at a local 7-Eleven for not wearing a shirt. Iggy, 68, born James Osterberg, was the influential singer of the Stooges and is known for his outrageous stage antics. Iggy said, "I was just trying to get a Slurpee and a Slim Jim, and this guy stops me and tells me I can't come in without a shirt," says Iggy. Iggy Pop has not worn a shirt since 1969 and has never encountered any trouble before, especially in his home state of Michigan. When asked for comment, the 7-Eleven owner, Babu Ramalama, pointed to the sign that says, "No shoes, no shirt, no service," and said, "Those are the words I live by, and I don't care who you are, and the only stooge I know is Mo. I do not know about Iggy Stooge. This guy is crazy. He grabbed peanut butter and smeared it all over his chest. I chased him out with a broom." There you have it. From Madhouse magazine. All the news not
my
fit for
God.
print.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back live from Dennis's house. And now we're going to talk. Normally we go out, but now we're going to talk more about Halloween since it's Halloween. So we're going to talk about what we used to be as Halloween as a kid, what Halloween was like, all our favorite costumes. Did you know that I'm actually king of Halloween? Does anybody know that?
I know
That I won the Halloween costume contest at my job 5 years
Yes.
running.
Nice.
That
That's it.
I would start in like January preparing.
Start in January. You'd start the day after Halloween. Anyway.
start thinking
It was
about it
the
when
most.
you
Oh my
And
God.
it was like I would spend $1,000 just to win like $100 prize.
Nice.
It was the principle.
Yes, and I had to keep on winning, outdoing myself. And I was always a zombie theme, and I was always building upon it. Like the first year, I was Dog the Zombie, Bounty Hunter. And then I was like a punk rock zombie. And then my creme de la creme, I reached the apex of costumes one year when I did The Exorcist. I was The
Yes.
Exorcist,
Oh, nice.
and I built a bed around me
Yes.
out of PVC, and I just had my head out,
It was
and I had a little girl,
crazy.
like, nightgown body around me, and I could spin my head around, I could spit out pea soup, and people are still talking about it.
Yes.
And I even
Still
stored
scares me.
I stored the costume up in the attic, so when anyone goes there, like, you could see a body with hands
The
laying
hand- the hand
out.
coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Cut out head. It's terrible.
Can we show a picture of that now?
Yes, I will put
Yeah,
that up
put
there.
that-
Definitely,
it
I
was
have a
horrible.
picture.
can we tell you how you lost the contest?
Oh my God, no, I don't even want to get into that because then I have to start cursing other people because... All right, I won't mention names, but anyway, so that costume was so good that I decided I was going to go to...
And I wasn't going.
Jenkinson's Club, where they were given $10,000 prize.
Crazy.
I said, there's no way I'm not going to win this.
Right.
So anyway, I brought my
Stay tuned.
I brought my goofy friend with me to guide me around because I could hardly move, right? You know? So
he dressed as a priest.
He dressed as a priest, and we said, all right, this is going to be perfect. So I walk in, it's packed and stuff, and all these cheap-ass costumes. I said, all right, I'm definitely going to win. So my friend says, all right, I'm going to go figure out what to do. I'll register. And he goes, and he gets it wrong, and he doesn't register us. And then when it's time, I'm sitting there waiting for the costume contest, and then they're bringing up everybody on stage. They don't bring me on. And then they said, you never registered. And I was like, but look at my costume. And they're like, too bad. You never registered. You can't come in for the contest, right? So
with a $5 Power Rangers suit.
yes, exactly.
I think
You actually get some good costumes there, I have to admit.
This guy had a sheet over him, and he cut out eye holes and he said he was a ghost. So, that's it
I got
about my
chipped.
story. And so I am not dressing up this Halloween. Because
he's gotten old and tired.
Yeah, right? I'm busy now doing all other stuff, so I'm not...
Cha-Cha, are you dressing up this year?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I'm not really a dresser-upper.
We, one time we went as... Paulie and Snooki from Jersey Shore.
Oh,
Did you spray yourself on?
last time I was allowed to get dressed because I outshined him, and he got so mad.
That is not true. I did not get mad.
Tell the
I
truth.
I took it in
He's turning
stride.
right.
He was like, you know what? This was my idea, but I don't like it.
She really did. She had the bouffant. She looked just like Snooki
That's
and the
perfect.
lollipop and everything.
He was
So it
tan
was good,
and
yeah.
like, oh
Nice.
my God.
Yeah,
and
see-
the sunglasses.
Enough about you.
There you go. My 5 seconds of fame.
All right, so we are going to wrap this show up now. Rocky Horror, go check it out if you have not seen it.
You have to
It's a
see
great
it.
movie.
Fantastic.
And Susan Sarandon went on to huge success after this.
did.
And
She's gorgeous in this movie.
yeah. So a lot of nudity in here and inappropriateness. And that, remember, when our daughter was little as well, there was a showing, there was a play of this in Asbury, right? And we used to go to that carousel.
Yeah, the carousel.
Right, and the play was there. We saw Tommy. It was great.
Right.
So we would take our kids everywhere. And
we
then
did.
we were watching this, and it was more inappropriate than the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Was
And my
the-
daughter, I guess she was like 8 or something, and she leaned over to us and she said, "Should I be watching this?"
To this
That's
day,
God's
my son
flashlight
gets
saying
visibly
this.
angry that we took him to see this show. I can't believe you took us to that show.
Yeah, it's so funny.
We were mortified.
It's like they're kind of more the parents than us.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it was true. We were like,
So check out Live from Dennis's House. Check out Madhouse Magazine. And we're out of here only on 474 The Mix. You can see me everywhere. I'm not even going through that announcement anymore. So you can tell how sick I am and tired I am tonight.